The Windsor Lancers.
The start of the OUA playoffs began this weekend as the Windsor Lancers went into Alumni Stadium to take on the Guelph Gryphons in the quarterfinals of the OUA playoffs. Guelph Gryphons quarterback Jazz Lindsay went 2 for 2 on pass completions during his first drive. Here he finds his brother Saxon Lindsay for a 13-yard pass completion for a first down. On the following play, lined up in shotgun, quarterback Jazz Lindsay handed the ball off to his running back Rob Farquharson, who ran 23 yards through the Windsor defense. With the help of a Windsor penalty, Guelph Gryphons moved to the 1-yard line, where Farquharson would finish off the drive with a 1-yard touchdown run, making the lead 7-0 Guelph. On Windsor's next drive, quarterback Austin Kennedy had his pass intercepted for a touchdown by Guelph's Curtis Newton, taking the lead 14-0. Windsor's defense would eventually answer back when defensive back Quinton Elliott took Lindsay's pass back 49 yards for a touchdown, closing the score to 14-7 Guelph. After their turnover, Lindsay would find Carl Trevieri for a 2-yard gain. Continuing their drive, Lindsay handed the ball off to Farquharson, who ran for another 11 yards, breaking a few tackles on the way. The Lancer defense forced the Gryphons to settle for a field goal as kicker Danny Ferrero hit a 19-yard field goal, increasing the score to 17-7. On the ensuing drive, quarterback Austin Kennedy shuffled around in the pocket and found an open Dylan Whitfield for a 17-yard gain and a first down. The Lancers decided to risk it on a third down and brought out punter Danny Strino, who then threw an 8-yard pass to Dallas Boo for the first down. Originally a defensive back, the Lancers brought in Dave McDuffie at QB, who rolled out and found Evan Prashonik 27 yards down the field for a first down. On what started out to be a disaster, Mitchell Dender picked up the bad snap and ran 8 yards into the end zone for a Lancer touchdown. Danny Strino's PAT made it a 3-point game as the Gryphons were up 17-14 going into the half. On the first drive of the second half, Jazz Lindsay found his brother Saxon for a 19-yard completion and a first down. On the following play, Lindsay found receiver James Ingram wide open after his pump fake made the defense bite for a 37-yard passing touchdown. Dan Ferrero's PAT made the score 24-17 for the Gryphons. Windsor later gave up another 2 points from a Danny Sereno safety. Trailing 26-14, the Lancers found a big-time play from veteran receiver Evan Prashonik for 43 yards. Prashonik was located once again on the drive from running back Nate O'Halloran after a lateral pass completely caught the Gryphons defense out of position, getting the Lancers to the 1-yard line. On the following play, Austin Kennedy found Dylan Whitfield on the run for a 1-yard touchdown pass, making the score 26-14 Guelph. Another team safety by Windsor gave Guelph 2 more points, putting them up by 2 scores, making the score 28-14. A 24-yard run by quarterback Jazz Lindsay looked to set up the game-ending drive. However, a fumble by the backup quarterback on a QB sneak gave the Windsor Lancers another chance. The Lancers failed to convert on their opportunity, and the Gryphons put Ferrero in range as he hit a 22-yard field goal. Down 31-14, Windsor's Austin Kennedy found Mitchell Dender on a screen pass for 20 yards and a first down, leading a desperate Lancer drive. Kennedy then found running back Nate O'Halloran down the sidelines as he caught it over a Gryphons defender for a 33-yard gain, putting them into the red zone. On a broken play, Austin Kennedy used his legs and scrambled out of the pocket to find receiver Mark Carter for a touchdown, but the Lancers were called for holding, forcing them to settle for a field goal. Strino's field goal attempt from the 29-yard line was blocked by a Guelph defender, and any chances of a comeback for the Lancers was over. It was a hard-fought battle, but with a 31-21 win, the Gryphons ended the Lancer season, and they now head to the OUA semifinals against Queens next weekend in Kingston.